surprise.
Here we go, boys. Episode 185. And I don't know about you, Tazzy and MArto, but there's something a bit of whiff this week. Something smells a little bit funny. I don't know what's going on. I feel like there's an evil presence in the room. A dark cloud has come across the Polty familiar. I wonder what it is, Taz, MArto. What do you think?
It's oddly familiar, but a little bit strange.
Oh,
I don't think of it that way.
oh,
I think of it as refreshing. I think it's about going back to the future.
oh.
I think sometimes when we say we should let things be, maybe
Toney
some
Be?
things we shouldn't be let be. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Hey, Tone, it's been a while, mate. It's been a while, big
Hey,
boy.
Tony.
Welcome back, big man. Were you
Hey,
all right?
gentlemen. Oh, mate, yeah, I'm fantastic. Yeah, I'm fine.
Can
Yes,
you just do a quick introduction of who you are?
My name is Anthony Oliver. I'm a super punter. I am also an author of books for punters to keep them on the right track. And, yeah, I've got a new nickname. They call me Jaws, out of Moonraker.
Oh.
Yeah, I reckon I've got more metal in my mouth than watching a West Australian gold mine, to be honest.
Interesting. Just hang tight on that. Hang tight on that. Now, I heard you were moonlighting, though, Tone. I heard you were you've gone into the world of mentoring young people.
Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah.
And your first client, very high profile, Taryn Thomas. How's that going?
Oh, who?
I'm flying the flag, Taz. I got my little baby scarf on.
Who's Taryn Thomas?
Oh, mate, we'll talk about that a bit later.
Welcome
back, Tone. Well done, mate. If
it.
you're around, if you're an OG, if you're an original gangster like all of us, me and Tone started this back in 2020 or 2019. And so the great man was, before we got Tazzy involved and MArto, of course, MArto was first on when MArto came on about episode 35 or something. And then Taz came on at about episode 49. So, yeah, Tone was me and Tone used to hold court. Positive things, Tone, you remember?
I mean, look, no, but I mean, I've gone back and viewed those shows, and I think they were
they
good,
should be banned.
Oh, mate,
no, but
hey, Tone, they're a tough wank.
No, but hear me out though, seriously. No, for the audience that you had, for 3 people watching, they were good.
Well,
because they were personalised.
Me and Tone enjoyed it. That was 2 of us.
That's 2.
That was 2 of the audience.
Barney used to watch it.
Barney used to love it,
yeah, so that's what I mean. You had a few.
Yeah, well, Barney.
I don't know who the other blokes were. There you go.
The 3 of us.
We have some big winners.
Tone, talking about big winners last week, MArto versus Taz. This is what we really want to talk about. This is the content that we wanted.
Cream rises to the top, doesn't it?
The cream rises to the top. Maybe Taz was the cream on the top, but unfortunately, MArto had curdled.
Yes, it sank to the bottom. No, look, these two they're gonna duel many times over the coming years. I guess it's gonna be like
who we talking about?
Nature Strip versus Eduardo
Shangri-La.
And
he's won.
And Switzerland won. Yes, they are going to duel a number of times, and I think they'll switch podium positions. It's just on the day Switzerland had the race fitness and the track conditions to suit, so he won out on the day.
Yep. But Taz, you got to. You're a bit up and about. Where you're a little bit.
Oh, look, I was up and about for sure. But having said that, post the event, it's easy to say and easy to say MArto was right. But I still stand by. I think that Shangri-La Express had the tougher run, did it tougher. The reason I didn't tip it in the race as my fister or my Kickstarter was because I wanted to give MArto an opportunity to continue winning. So I'm that sort of a guy that just gives. And then what I would have done if Shangri-La did win, I would have given again. But this time I would have given it to MArto. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. And
MArto, it's the same every week. I mean, it's one thing to say, nice tip, MArto, well done, but then he turns it around and makes it about himself again.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Why nothing's changed, Tone. Nothing's changed.
Why change?
The CEO I'll tell you what, you don't want the cousins coming around knocking on your door saying we're not giving Taz enough airtime. I know that, but they actually flew on a plane over to Fukuoka to let me know about that. But Taz, Meritable wasn't Meritable. Hidden Wealth kept the health hidden. hidden. But the jockey wheels sort of around the grounds are becoming something.
Around the grounds are becoming something, but it was around the grounds last week. Not good.
Yeah.
That said, Meritable fourth, Hidden Wealth third.
Yep.
So I didn't win, but I'm on the podium. You know, when you finish fourth, you're not used to get a white ribbon. So I'm the white ribbon kind of guy, but didn't pay.
Yeah.
And that's all I can say. Didn't pay.
Larcasona, I think Willow was sort of warming up on Larcasona, how not to ride a horse that led and won the week before. That he sort of thought, I'll do that on Jimmy the Star.
Geez.
So, and then the Kickstarter, well, we'll just leave that again. But MArto, do you know your results? I think you're going all right in the Kickstarter, big boy. Do you know?
5 from 8.
Yeah. Bloody unbelievable.
Yeah, 5 from 8.
Unbelievable.
Not too bad. Not too
and
bad.
the Phantom
Not
got a
good
little bit of profit again, Tassie. I think we won about $1.25.
Oh,
look, it's perfect. And if you can win $1.25 every time you put a quaddie on,
I
mean, after you get 100, just imagine, mate, you might have $125.
But what about the excitement, Taz? The excitement of being alive in the quaddie, isn't that priceless? And
mate,
it's always a thrill of a chase.
That's right, MArto.
Come off. One race at a time. We got that one. We got that one, and we got the next one, and we got the last one. What did it pay?
Yeah.
Oh, I made $1.
Don't worry about the 17 grand that you're spending and trying to cover it. But
I think smart punters though, they know. Yes. They know where to go short. I mean, smart punters would have gone field in that leg in Melbourne and got it and paid way over. But anyway.
Left out Jimmy the Star at $1.26.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, don't you love the captain? I know he's your mate, Taz, but don't you love him when he said, I would have got the quaddie if Jimmy won? Like,
he knew exactly what he was saying. And chances were he would have got back $3.
Actually, I wasn't surprised that won, Markham. Because I cannot quite remember. But someone told me, or I read something, or heard something about this horse, and I'm sure I read something about it. There was a little article in one of the racing magazines or something about this thing. And as Mr. Perry pointed out, who had ridden it in its 3 previous runs, and then they put on another jockey.
Yeah.
So Pezza can tell them about that.
Well, you know, Willow rode backroom for a couple of runs, and then obviously he's got on Jimmy the Star and ridden it like an absolute moron at $1.26. And who came home the best over the top because of the pace set by Willow. So I wonder, the corporates would have slung him, the bookies would have slung him, and of course the owners would have slung him. So well done, Willow.
And let's not forget, Willow the next day went to Albury for 3 rides for stubs and 3 winners. So, you know, he may have cost a few people money there, but geez, I'll tell you what, he pocketed.
Swift concert in the VIP section. I wonder how he paid for that.
I saw the photos.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, boys, elephant in the room time. Elephant in the room. We're not talking about Taryn Thomas and Wayne Carey going away to Bali or anything, but here we go.
Oh, the book's back.
No, sorry, I've got to wait for Tone. Tone, please explain where you've been, mate.
Where have I been?
Yeah. Why you been missing?
He said that at the start.
No, he just said about his teeth. What about the heart?
Oh, the heart. Well, yeah, I'm a bit concerned now because I don't know how I'm going to go overseas or come home because, I mean, my belt buckle used to beat every time I went through security, but now I've got a mouthful and a heartful and a belt buckle. Like I'm going to have to get a special visa to get out of the country.
Titanium teeth, Tone, to match the titanium tip.
Oh yes, I tell you what. Yes, I've been. Anyway, that's another thing. But as far as jockeys go, there's a new one going in the Book of Shame. Yeah. Book of Shame. Definitely has to be Zach Lloyd. Zach Lloyd is an absolute no-go. Do not resuscitate. He does not. He's on about 3. He's on about 3 or 4 of my stable runners this week, and I've had to put a line through them all because he's on.
So hang on, you got to give him credit though. I mean, he did have a very poor ride last weekend, but he put his hand up straight away and said, "Look, that was my bad. That was a bad ride." So he did take ownership of it.
Yeah, well, it's good.
Well,
What about all the others, Marto? I tip and he just
Yeah, I was
Oh,
just going to say that was
Tone,
one.
Hey, Taz.
boys, yeah, I'm just saying. So, Tone, you put a line through Zach Lloyd.
I have, yes.
Perfect. I'll back them all. I'm
Yeah.
going to clean up for sure. Absolutely.
on,
Thank you for
Zachy.
coming back. I look
And
forward
you
to
probably
it. Thanks, Tony.
will.
Thanks for.
All right.
Oh, of course, I will.
All right. So you've been missing because you've had a bit of work done in your gob, and then your heart's still beating.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And then you've lost too much money on Zach Lloyd.
Zach Lloyd is a criminal. Should be
Right.
locked
Okay.
up.
But Marto, Taz, we know the truth. The great
Yes.
man, of course, Marto and Tone released an objective guide to successful punting, written by
Yes.
Anthony Oliver and Chris Martin. We know that, Taz, don't
Yes, we yes, absolutely. I bought one of the first copies.
we?
Even got
Right.
it signed.
Sold out.
One of us had to go on the
Yeah.
book tour, and I was just too busy. So Tone's been knocking about.
Well, Marto, you know Tony doesn't mind a little bit of me time, bit of Hollywood. We call it Hollywood.
Absolutely not.
Hollywood
Take it while you
Oliver. Hollywood Oliver's gone out in himself. We know that, don't we,
Oh.
Taz?
Yep, he was bouncing back.
From my setbacks, have a heart to heart with Anthony. He's bigger than he's on the TED Talk series now. He's like fucking. He's unbelievable. The man.
And
Can't wait till. Is it
And to
Tone?
throw in one of Tassie's sort of liners, I'm back to claim the crown, so to speak.
Wow. Can I just ask something before you put the third book?
Oh yeah.
Has Oprah Winfrey gotten in contact yet to get you on the show?
Yeah.
No.
He's just
Oh,
done the
no.
Kelly.
I'm sure.
He's
I'm
just
sure
done
it's
the
coming.
Drew Barrymore and the Kelly Clarkson though, but
Nah,
Oprah's still, you know, fucking the
She's
only
still
talk
around.
show Tony be
What was
on.
the other one? Ellen
What was that?
DeGeneres.
What was that Jerry one? The Jerry.
Yeah, he's died. Oh no, Jerry Springer. He's died.
Jerry
He's died.
Springer. Tony be on the Jerry Springer.
God, trailer trash trials. Good God.
Tony would be
Yeah.
knocking off his cousin or something in Tassie.
Oh.
No. You know what would happen
Shocker,
there?
Jerry Springer.
If Tone was on Jerry Springer,
Yep.
so would you, so would I, and so
Yep.
would Marto. Because we might be talking about Tone, and then all of a sudden one of us would come out, and before you know it, we're punching on, we're kicking on, and then afterwards we're drinking beers.
But I tell you what, you wouldn't need security to pull us apart because we'd probably be puffed.
Yeah.
We'd
Two-hit
probably
wonder.
throw a couple of me like, oh, fuck, they'll do. Yeah,
That's
fine.
about enough.
Yep. But anyway, Tone's got a third book out, Tassie.
Yes, picking big priced winners,
Big
tried
prize
and
winners.
tested,
There we go.
systematic punting.
Systematic punting. Tone, can you explain the word systematic?
Oh, systematic. I've got a couple of systems.
Oh, I bet you have.
And
Yeah, but you wrote a book about it.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks to Bet Galaxy. Thanks a lot for no competition on Blue Diamond Day, Bet Galaxy. That's great. Perfect. Good job. Anyway, the Kickstarters is what it's all about. The analytics point to it. Here we go, Marto.
Well, yeah, excuse me.
Caulfield,
Dunkel,
race one, number
yes.
2, Dunkel.
First up at Caulfield, going to be absolutely rock hard with the weather reaching up to boiling point. 40-degree days, no rain. They're going to put these
It won't.
sprinklers on, but I don't think it's going to help any. Anyway, Dunkel will get a beautiful sit from barrier 4. Gave Independent Road 8 kilos, I think it was, at Mooney Valley last start and still got over the top of him. Benchmark 100, there's not a whole lot can beat him here over the 2,000 meters. I think it's a very, very good bet first up. $3 is a gift.
Yep.
Like it.
One
I
of
like
Tassie's
second.
favourites, Billy Egan and Paddy Payne. He doesn't mind.
Absolutely, love them.
Oh, Billy
Not
Egan's
my
got a great
colours,
record
but
on
love
him.
them.
A
Caulfield race 2,
70%
number
win
7,
rate.
Midtown Boss, Tassie.
Midtown Boss, geez, it's been racing well. Admittedly, it won first up, ran second up. I think it's going to be suited at Caulfield because it can race on the pace. It's been a couple of weeks since its last start.
Yep.
As far as I'm concerned, it's close enough. If it wants to go forward and lead, it will. I think it wins. I think we've got the running double there, Marto and I, and we've really, truly got a kickstart.
Yeah. Marto, have you got any poison or any
Just
venom for race 2, Caulfield? I have.
Oh, wow.
No, I don't mind Midtown Boss. I think there's one or two others you could have a little go with the
Yeah.
exotics, but I don't mind Midtown Boss.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think Midtown Boss is, should win, with all rights. But I'm always a bit scared when Mick Laurie's got a stablemate in the race. It just sort of gives me a little bit of a twitch. Which one's going to win? I don't know if the Mick Laurie favourites usually win when he's got one in. So I might have a bit of a Quinella. I might have a Quinella on the Mick Laurie double. Why not? Interesting. Anyway, Doomman race number 1. Back the man. Jimmy Orman on. That's the big one. That's why I'm going for it. It's an old black booker. Races in Sydney, as Taz knows, in country New South Wales. It's got a really nice little sprint in it. It usually releases the handbrake a little bit too late. But
yes,
back to man. It's a big field. Jimmy Orman on. Jack Bruce is not up there for a haircut. He's there to steal a bit of money. It should be running
it's a trainer's name.
At Canterbury, but I don't think Doomman race 1's going to scare it away. So Jimmy Orman on, that's the reason why, Taz. That's all you need to know, isn't it?
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, if you discount its run 2 starts ago, it comes in with good form. But I just, I'm going to back the man, but maybe not the horse.
But I think I'm backing the man too, as in Jimmy.
Yeah.
Tony, you're a big fan of
length or two, don't you?
Yes, I am actually. I think Dunkel's a certainty. Midtown Boss can't lose. And back the man will win by about 3 or 4 lengths.
There we go.
I like them all.
There you go. That's what he's here for.
Oh, he's here. Just tick.
Thank you, Tony.
Tick.
Now, talking about backing the man, here we go. What a great race. The Blue Diamond, MArto.
The Blue Diamond, the richest 2-year-old race in the country. $2 million. How good stats. They've outdone Sydney. Melbourne, they've really outdone themselves here.
Pezza's on the 14. I'm going down below. I'm going to the Adelaide horse, the Will Clark and Stable Star in Kudo Yonagi. I thought it would have reversed. I thought it would have won by 3 if it was in the right part of the track and got the run that Bodyguard got last start. I thought, I'm sorry, not Bodyguard. It was the wrong race. It's a girl. Hayasugi.
Yes.
I thought it would have knocked off Hayasugi by about 3. So I think the step up in class, the step up in distance doesn't really hurt. I just like it. I'm on it at 50s. So Taz told me to get on when it was a Kickstarter way back at $1.65.
You had to.
Yeah, I've
Best
stuck
way to
that.
do it.
And good on you, Ashy boy. He's on the 15. Matisse at around 21 skins pre-post too. So good on you, Ashy. Thanks for the tip. Taz, Lady of Camelot.
Lady of Camelot. I'm going with Gay Waterhouse and Bite. Look, the reality is this: Stormboy, Shangri-La Express, Prost, all her other 2-year-olds have not accepted in this race, and she's just left it for Lady of Camelot.
Yeah, good choice.
Drawn well. It's drawn well.
Different parts.
It doesn't matter. It's still drawn well.
Drawn perfectly.
Will push forward. Can lead. Can take a sit. I think she's found this as a target race based on the fact that she's brought nothing else into it. I think it's a big chance.
I know Stormboy's like now bought out by Coolmore a little bit, but you'd think, wouldn't you try it for there's no horse that's ever done the Triple Crown like an Australian.
Yeah, I think it might be a bit too much for a 2-year-old though, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Come down for the Blue Diamond, then back for the Slipper, and then off to the Champagne Stakes as well. After winning the Magic Millions, I think it's just a bit busy of prep.
Or maybe it doesn't like this leg, MArto. Maybe they've never ran it this way.
And it goes one way.
Maybe it doesn't go anti-clockwise. You could be right there too.
How about this for a controversial statement? Maybe it's overrated. Controversial.
Oh dear.
Just call me. No, hang on. Just call me stupid.
Stupid. Stupid.
Good to see Bennett with the horse. Stay focused. Good luck, Nathan Bennett and the team there at Bennett Racing. Hopefully, got a bit of a chance to stay focused. But anyway,
I don't mind Bodyguard here. Bodyguard. And great run last start. Looking like the 1200. No, it's Whitney Houston.
Yeah, Whitney.
Looking like the 1200 will be cherry ripe for him. Except we've just had a report through today that he's pulled up a little bit lame and has to pass a fitness test on Friday morning. And that's a little bit of a worry there. The other Snowden horse in this race is high octane, but I don't rate it as much as what I do Bodyguard. If
Yep.
Bodyguard comes up fit, I think it's a big threat to Lady of Camelot here. But yeah, hold your tickets, guys.
I love
Get
the
a little
race.
bit of it.
Love the race because remember we all I actually tipped Animo to win this a couple of years ago, and we all knew when Animo stormed home to come third.
Yeah.
How good a horse did Animo turn out to be? Should have won me a Cox Plate too, but we got stolen by the international stayer there. But anyway, it is the birthplace of champions, isn't it? Let's go. And Tony,
Absolutely.
the toppy, and MArto's got a bit of a keen thing about the toppy as well.
Yeah, tell us why you like it first, Tone.
I thought it was a massive run between behind Fully Lit the other day, and I thought, what that
was a good run.
Tip MArto. I actually did tip myself, but I never put it up because I'm not a favourite sort of person really. But I like Bodyguard last week. I wasn't on it. Never had a bet. But I still do like Bodyguard. But I think
you and MArto the same person?
Oh, because I was just going to say, Tone, I've I actually like Rue de Royale until the barrier draw came out. I would have liked something between barrier 1 and 8. The 17 worries me a little because it likes to go forward, and there's a bit of pace forward.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to go forward. It's run beyond Fully Lit. It was making ground late.
Not as a leader, but it likes to sit just on pace or just off pace. So it's still going to have that work to do. It's I like the horse. I'm a little bit worried about the draw.
We've all forgotten the Victorian boom horse Coleman as well. Who's I think the favourite. Look, this is a great race. Yeah. We've all forgotten Coleman, Anisa, another one.
No, we haven't forgotten them. We've just had to pick one, and so we did.
It all depends what system.
In reality,
I've got a special system that I've applied to this race. If you haven't obviously read the latest edition. Because it's not just the horse's ability. I've thrown in the jockeys. I've gone Chad the Lad. I've thrown in Harry Coffey. Zara is a king, and I've thrown in Shinny. That's where I've come up with my first four and exotics with 1, 3, 6, and 8.
What about Advilla the Butcher coming back from Hong Kong? Hasn't rode a war over there. He's on.
Doesn't mean he's going to ride one here. Doesn't mean he's going to ride one here, right?
No, I was going to say he's been absolutely butchering them over there too. Don't worry about that in Hong Kong.
Yeah, but so Adam Hieronymus, he's been butchering them in Sydney, and he's on Lady Camelot.
They're calling Hugh Bowman Hong Kong Huey. I wonder what they're calling the butcher at Bulla. But I tell you what, Kuranagi from barrier 2 is going to get the map of the race, but the only problem is he going to get out from 2 over 1200 at Caulfield?
Yeah,
he's going to have to make some decisions.
A little bit of luck, a little bit of room.
He's going to have to slice through the butcher.
I tell you, Lady of Camelot and Anisa will box Kuranagi in and not let it out. Not let it out full stop. So when you're talking about running the race, get on Lady of Camelot. But you know what? It is the Blue Diamond, and I've got 2 free tickets. If anyone wants to hit me up, they're general admittance. I can't go. Even though I am a MRC member. If anyone's looking for 2 tickets to this race meeting, let me know, and I'll get in contact with you, and I'll email them to you free of charge. I've got 2 tickets if you want.
If you want a couple of tickets of the Blue Diamond, pop down in the comments below.
The Polter giveaway.
Get over to Facebook, join the page, and Tassie will be able to sort you out. The Phantom, here he goes. He's going to ride the Phantom 5 out of 12. It's not bad. It's fucking pretty good for quaddies. Anyway, he's going 1 out, Mr. Brightside. Can we see
I think he got it.
Beating Mr. Brightside in the futurity?
No.
Yes.
No.
Not in this field. No.
I agree with MArto.
Yes. No, not a chance. Look how strong the last field was, and he still got over them. And even Willow couldn't butcher this one.
He couldn't.
Enough.
Couldn't.
No.
Yes.
It's just an ATM. That's what it is.
Mr. Brightside,
even Willow can't stuff this up.
I don't know. Taz, what do you think? Attrition's going to pop over the top?
No.
No?
Do you think Jamie's going to give a better ride to Pericles than the slaughter she gave it last start?
No.
Okay.
I think there could be a little nugget of a surprise.
The nugget!
Oh, you think the nugget's good enough first
I think it'll come. It's going to come back stronger this prep. Wow. It's run some pretty good races last time in. It stepped up to the better class. I think first up, the nugget could surprise. I'm looking at the way it races, but by all means, Mr. Brightside wins. You take it one out, but a
Mm.
little nugget might be the surprise.
So the Phantom's
Floated to the
Just it.
top of the settling
That's it.
pond.
Boom, boom.
Won by 5, by 5, by 5, 12.50 for the 10%.
Beautiful.
Going.
No problem at all.
I'll bag the Phantom if the nugget gets up.
Racing was doing the old Tone Oliver special, the 4 before. And we're taking a look at what race is this, mate? Race number 8. It's one of the, is it the Hobart? What is it called? I don't know.
Yeah, the Hobartville Stakes.
Hobartville
The
Stakes.
Hobartville Stakes.
Tom Kitten. Who
Yeah.
doesn't like a horse that's called Tom? Tommy Melbourne was one of our favourites.
There's the challenge. I mean,
1, 2, 7,
Tom
11.
Kitten's the one to beat.
What about race?
Oh, yes. I really like NCAP in this race to get over the top of Tom Kitten myself. I love the way he ran home last start. And I think he'd be cherry ripe second up to beat Tom Kitten.
Right. Celestial Legend. The Celestial horses are running absolutely amazing at the moment for Leslie Bridge. I tell you what, they're winning everywhere, the Celestials. But he's got one again. He's got Celestial Legend this time. Really good run first up. Hoof on Till, as Taz always loves when I say that.
Hoof on Till, I love. But you know what I love more?
What do you love more?
I love that potentially there's a Fook horse in this race that's been racing well in Queensland. But I also like the Vampire. There's nothing wrong with the Vampires win first up, but
the lesbian vampires there, Taz. I looked at that as a possible TT.
Tone's back.
But I found a bit better quality.
I
moved off that.
MArto, when I went to Vegas in 2005, a bit highbrow of me, I went to a lesbian vampire show.
Oh, fantastic.
It was like a dinner and drink show at I remember, Tone, because now the whole premise was there was only a group of female vampires, Tone, and they all turned on each other and made more female vampires. I can't remember seeing a bloke in the cast, Tone.
Oh my God.
Pezza, with that,
yeah,
at least when you left that night out of that venue, you wouldn't have felt that bad because you had no chance of picking up.
That's right.
And it was like, well, I've got an excuse for a change.
Well,
whereas normally,
I'm pretty sure I've turned a couple into lesbians. So, anyway, MArto, straight into it. We've got 7.5 minutes to go, young man. Randwick race 7, number 3, Zoo Gotcha. This is the first leg of the quaddie.
Okay, sorry guys. Yes, my little darling's just heading off for work. I'll just say good night. See you later. Good morning.
Oh, wow.
Zugotcha, yes. What screams volumes here is that J-Mac has jumped off Lady Laguna, had the chance to ride 4 in a row for Lady Laguna, and has decided to get Zugotcha. Why? Because of the wet track. Zugotcha screams class had a poor prep. Let's say we'll be conservative that way, last spring. But I do think she's an autumn horse because she likes the wet tracks.
Okay.
And from barrier 2 with J-Mac on, I really like it. I think the price is special. I rated it at $350.
5 skins, nice. Any
nice
venom, Taz? We know you like a little
bit. Yeah, plenty of venom. Like Lady Laguna deserves to be favourite. Vienna Princess, for me, I just think if it comes back the way that it was racing against the better quality horses, a chance. But I'm not betting against MArto here. He can have. He can
I'll just stay with that. My top 3 is 1, 8, 6, maybe 1, 6, 8. But yes.
Well, there you go.
I'm
Chinese numbers.
It's a good race. The 4 and the 11 are going really, really well, supposedly, all reports. And really talented race. I think there'll be form to follow out of this for sure.
Zugotcha, Heather Clark. She's an autumn horse, loves a wet track. Let's go.
I start to get a bit worried when you see the white picket fence out the front of the house. There's going to be a 2 or a 3 there soon.
It falls over. Yeah.
Taz is going to Doomben race 4, number 2, Defiant Boom. Love a boom.
Defiant Boom will win.
Oh,
Defiant Boom has taken on a lot of unraced horses here, and it's stirred up after a little freshen up with a nice little trial on the soft track. Now, this horse has run second behind Wolfgang and also 3rd behind Spywire when Spywire tore him to shreds on the Gold Coast in the Magic Millions race. That is great. I'm taking it based on 2 things: experience and what it's shown. I think it beats the unraced ones. I think it gets a good sit. And I think it's not going to have a problem with the track conditions.
As it's a
Don't
horse with a
defy
heart,
me,
and you've got to love a
get on.
horse that tries hard, mate. It's a horse with a
That's it.
heart.
That's all. Defy and boom.
Always be careful of Ryan Maloney riding a Van Dyke horse, Alligator Blood style. You never know what's he going to do. Is it going to be the lay of the day, or is it going to win by 6?
You don't know, yes.
You don't know.
He might jump off again.
Oh,
He might just jump off in the home straight again.
He might just jump off, Ryan. You might take it to Sydney and just jump off. Unbelievable. Okay, Tone, the titanium tip is back. The guy
Here we go. It's got a jockey on board, you know. Put the crown on top of this man. Zara. I rate Zara. I really do. First up, I think this horse is fresh and a big chance. It's drawn the 1. You know, I love it. I love it. Don Corleone, the Don. Yes, the Don. Guns loaded, ready to go. I like Don Corleone first up.
There's another one that sort of disappointed last prep, but it's got so much talent. You just know it's going to pop up somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, it's in the market too. I like that it's in the market there, Marto. It's only 6 scans. It'll probably end up at about $4. It's got to be a chance.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't have
you have to beat a smart one in Brave Mead, but if anyone's going to do it, it could be Don Corleone. Why not?
It is a tough race.
It is.
Jamie Carr, maybe straight to the bar down the bottom on Legacies, who wins first up. Is it going to happen? Pivot City, excuses for its last start. It's a tough race. But if Ton says the Don it is.
Well, it's a bit like the guy, you know, you try to get out, but you just can't get out, Tone, isn't it? It's a bit like Bolty.
Oh, that's it.
I'm piggybacking here one. This is Taz tipped this last year. The go to Vroom, and it's absolutely come back a better horse. We can all agree on that. Last start was absolutely it wasn't a tragedy beat, but geez, it was making ground at the end, and it was giving away a shit ton of kilograms to the winner in the 19 down the bottom. It's going to get a run this week. I think they reversed the results. They probably won't run the Quinella, so 6.19 Quinella. There you go.
I like it. I like it.
And
love the value.
Yeah, like we're dropping from 58.5 back to 57. The young bloke's going from 51 up to 55, 56 or something. So we're about,
he's putting on a few.
We've got a good little turnaround. And if you equal weight in turnaround, I think we improved 3 lengths. So we should win by 1.5.
Pezza, my shoulders are sore, buddy.
2 lengths over a mile.
Yeah.
So,
if I'm on
my shoulders are sore.
Tommy Berry rose a cherry.
Sorry, Venom, African Daisy. I think Taz has been over that last couple of starts.
Look, I don't know if it's going to race there because it's a dual nominator though. So I think African Daisy probably stays.
Yep. Gently Roll's going to get a run too. The 19's definitely in. So don't think the 19's going to be an emergency.
What's that? 4 or 5 scratches.
Yeah,
so it's definitely in the first emergency.
And there's going to be more because there's I
think
there's 4 nominated
the
tomorrow night as well. So
that's right. Canterbury.
Yep.
And Moonee Valley.
So you only have 3 to beat, Pezza.
Basically, it'll be like last week in Sydney when there was like 15 in the race and they jumped at 6. So it's pretty easy. 15.67 get us all back.
Oh, nice.
Boys, we got 1.5 minutes to go. And what an amazing day in football. Football dominates the headlines. We got Taron Thomas, 23 years old, sacked. He's got an 18-match suspension, can't play again this year. The AFL have already put a line through him. He has to do one of those courses to say that he's a better person, which he's already done 3 of. Anyway, and then you got
what's that like, Brian? He's not the Messiah. He's a naughty boy.
And Angus Brayshaw, you got Angus who's retiring because of concussion.
Poor bastard.
And he's got a 5-year contract with 4 to go. And one of Melbourne's most reliable footballers. An interesting MArto in the 2014 draft. Paddy McCartan, pick number 1. Angus Brayshaw, pick number 3. Both retired early from football.
Both gone with concussion.
Unbelievable.
Unfortunately, that's the game we play. You cop a hard knock and you only get one brain, so you got to look after it, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Less than a minute, Tassie.
It is a tragedy for one, and it's also a travesty for another.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And that's a TT. And welcome back, Tone's Titanium.
Welcome back this week. Welcome back, Tone.
Good to see you again. How'd you go, mate?
Boys, titanium tip, get ready. Get ready.
He made it through.
Yeah, you're all right, mate. The heart's all right.
Oh, yeah, made it through, mate. Made it through.
All right.
Absolutely.
Casey, good luck in the soccer. Mano, good luck on the punt. Tone, good luck.
All the best, boys. Welcome back. Nice
Welcome
show.
back. Here we
Well
go.
done.
All right. We'll
That's
see you
it.
again soon.
That's
Hooroo.
it. See you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Load up. Load up. Money